Hello, my name is Chloe. I'm a fourth year PhD student in the Biochemistry and Molecular Biology program at the University of Miami. I study these things called amyloid bodies, which are clumps of proteins that occur in the center of stress cells, and their role in cancer and diseases that affect the brain. Outside of the lab, I love to bake, read, communicate science. On my Instagram, I share life as a graduate student, and I hope to be able to work in science policy or law after I graduate. Something I'm really passionate about is bringing more scientists to connect with the community. I actually co-founded my department student government with one of my friends, both to help more graduate students connect with each other in the community, but also to provide more networking opportunities, alumni seminars, and be able to teach science to kids. We actually just submitted a grant for a really cool opportunity to bring a group of high school students to our university for like a lab field trip day. I've always loved looking into those how questions in science. How are those proteins moving? How is that cell functioning? And I found out that research was the perfect way to ask all those how questions. Then as I was doing research in undergrad, I found out I loved looking at cells under the microscope. And that's kind of how I fell headlong into molecular biology, looking at how cells work under the microscope. I've been really fortunate to work with a lot of amazing scientists who have pushed me to keep going and even apply for graduate school. One of my biggest role models was my former work boss, Dr. Jeree Bryant at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, who really introduced me to this world of science with communication and outreach. And then also one of my other big top tier role models in science is Dr. Jennifer Doudna, who is one of the co-inventors of a gene editing technology called CRISPR-Cas9. I think the biggest piece of advice I have is really just to keep going. There's always going to be naysayers out there, and sometimes that'll probably be yourself. But the biggest thing I've learned in science is that you don't have to be the smartest to be successful. You just have to have the perseverance to keep going. I can't even tell you how many times I thought I'd give up on my science bachelor's degree. The failed tests, the thinking I wasn't as smart as my classmates, but I kept going, and somehow I made it to grad school. Thank you so much for having me today. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out to me through my Instagram. Bye.